I wanna.
Please don't lie on me.
Whoa, that jalapeno stuck him. Holy cow, that's a spicy jalapeno. All right, y'all, we're at Typhoon Lagoon for the very first time. Super excited to walk around, see all the sights. We heard that Typhoon Lagoon actually had better food than the Blizzard Beach.
Yes.
So we're gonna try it out and see what's going on. We've got a whole day ahead of us to try a lot of things.
Some pretty tasty snacks that I am super excited to try, so I cannot wait till we start stuffing our face. And I'm starving.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. We're gonna try to check out all the scenery around here, see what everything looks like, and of course, check out the food. Let's go get it. Went over to the Leaning Palms and we got us a couple of things of water because we were very, very hot, and we got some type of nachos. So what did we get?
We got the pork elote nachos, and it's roasted pork over nacho chips with elote cheese sauce, guacamole, sour cream, roasted corn, jalapenos, and pico de gallo.
What's elote cheese? Do you know? We don't even know what it is. We just gonna eat it.
It just sounds good.
Let's see what they got here. We got pulled pork action.
And it was $12.49.
Oh man, let's do it. Ooh. Oh, that's good, y'all. Yo. That is really good. There's something that comes up with that cheese. There's the cocha cheese. It's almost like a Mexican street corn nachos as well. And I like the jalapeno. She likes the guacamole. I don't like the jalapenos here. Get that garbaggio over there.
And I don't like jalapenos. I can't handle the spice.
Yeah, we don't want none of that
But
action.
I love the guacamole.
We don't want none of that action. But we do want some of this jalapeno action, y'all. And again, just like what you guys had saw when we were over there at Dollywood, where the pork was kind of tender, it's almost the same thing here, guys.
This is a very shareable size. It is piled high with pork and all the extra goodness. It's a very good, very savory snack.
Yeah, and then while we eat this too, I want to...
Please don't lie on me.
Whoa, that jalapeno stuck him. Holy cow, that's a spicy jalapeno. Oh my Lord, look, it tickled me right in the back of the throat, and I was like, oh my God, here I go. I see the light. But we're gonna talk a little bit about what this park has to go, because what we're doing here, we're doing a challenge, guys. So we're gonna start here at Typhoon Lagoon, and then we're gonna work our way over there to Blizzard Beach, and we're gonna compare the two, right? We wanna see who has the better food option, because we heard this place was better with the food, right? So we just got through looking at some of the tidal wave pool. Looked really, really cool. A lot of people out there just trying to hopefully swim. Look, I would completely die out there. I don't know how to swim whatsoever. I can't even
Our kids would love this.
Look.
They're big, like, water babies, I
Yeah.
guess that's what you could say. They love the water.
We're gonna have to bring our kids here for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
But this
This
is
is good.
perfect for a hot day because on days like today, you don't want to fill yourself with sugar.
No,
and
yeah.
super sweet things.
You can only almost do so much
Yes.
on the cheese action. I mean, on the
Sure.
sweet action, right? But I wanted to talk about the cheese. Look, I'm getting ahead of myself here. You guys see this cheese action right here? It's the coyote cheese. What's it called?
Coat Dutch.
Coat.
Coat.
Whatever.
Coat cheese.
It's the whatever that cheese is. It gives me the reminiscence. It even has the corn in there as well, almost like a Mexican street corn. But look, these jalapenos.
And the guacamole is good. So for you guac lovers, this is really, really good. It's
Look.
not like overpowering. It's just perfect
You
flavor.
ain't gonna catch me eating any of that guacamole stuff. None of it. I don't like it. It looks like green boogers everywhere.
Well,
Hey.
you know what? I'm going to enjoy every bit of it.
But look, y'all, this is actually really, really good. Look, Blizzard Beach. I think they got to step up their game or something. Because when we go over there, we ain't never been to Blizzard Beach either. We ain't never been here. We ain't never been to Blizzard Beach. So I want to do a competition between Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon to see who had the better food options. Right? So far, we've walked across a couple things. There was some basic stuff like the cheeseburgers and chicken strips and things like that. We wanted to get something a little special.
And then there's a couple of, you got your typical like pool bars. We're not big drinkers, so that's not something we're gonna dive into. But you've got your snacks, you've got your like Mickey pretzels, your ice cream.
Yeah, your basic stuff.
Your refreshment things.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Look, this right here, definitely shareable, guys. Definitely shareable with somebody. This is one of those things that can get you full pretty quickly and get you right back out there in the water.
I don't even need the chips. I'm just eating the pork and all the fixings.
Yeah, we kind of down in it. It's really good. We probably ain't even gonna finish all this, but overall pretty good, guys. We're gonna finish up with this a little bit. We're gonna kind of walk around a little bit more, and before you know it, we may even work our way over there to Blizzard Beach because we are doing both water parks today, guys. Come follow us along. Let's go see what else we can find over here. All right, we just got done eating those nachos, and oh my gosh, the beef just was so tender, and even though the jalapeno kind of snuck up on me, that's okay. Look, we're gonna keep walking on into the park, see if we can find some even more food before we make our way over to Blizzard Beach. All right, y'all, we decided to get another snack before we ended up getting out of this park here. Tell them what we got here.
It is a pineapple upside down cone. It is a Dole Whip pineapple and vanilla soft serve, caramel sauce, vanilla cake, caramelized pineapple, and a cherry served under a white chocolate dip cone.
Woo!
I mean, look at this.
Ridiculous.
That looks amazing.
Oh, let's see what this is all about here. So this is what? Is this pineapple soft serve? Is this
Yes.
regular Dole Whip?
It's pineapple and vanilla soft serve.
Mmm.
And the good thing about this, their soft serves are dairy free, so I can enjoy this.
This is really good. Fresh pineapple too. It's not too much caramel either. It's really good. This cone was what now?
It's a waffle cone.
Was that chocolate? White chocolate you said?
White chocolate. There's no cherry.
It's like a regular sugar cone with chocolate. I think I inhaled some of the
Sprinkles.
some of the sprinkles.
First the jalapeno, now the sprinkles.
Man, I'm trying to kill myself here. But look, they ain't nothing better than like fresh pineapple, guys. Look at this. It looks so good. One thing for sure, this didn't disappoint. Between the first thing we ate, you top it off with this. This is really good.
And you can't go wrong with Dole Whip on a hot day.
No.
It's cold.
Hold on, now didn't you see that there was cake in here?
There's cake at the very bottom.
Wait, did I just give it? I might have just got into some. Nope,
Um,
that wasn't cake.
I got a little bit.
Hold on, y'all. I'm going in.
That's good.
Here we go. It's
There's a pineapple on the very bottom.
Yeah, the Dole Whip kind of soaked into the cake a little bit, so it's a little bit on the mushier side. You're not getting like a cake type of issue, but...
I found the cherry.
Oh, there's a cherry in there?
There's a cherry in the bottom.
I guess you got to get to the cherry at the end. It is what it is. But look, this is really good. At the end of the day, to me, this is like you're getting your regular Dole Whip, like if you get it in Magic Kingdom or anywhere else. It's just your regular Dole Whip with a little bit of caramel sauce in it at the end of the day, but
it's still really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's
really
a nice,
good.
refreshing, sweet treat.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll kind of just walk away to see what else there is, if there's anything else here, and then we're gonna make our way over to Blizzard Beach. Walking around, and what do you see? Out of nowhere, look at Stitch. Hey, Stitch. You know, just casually. All right, y'all, that was the Dole Whip, and I think it was more off just kind of a regular Dole Whip. It wasn't anything that was like too exciting. The sugar cone was just kind of like a cone sitting there with some chocolate.
Black, something you can buy at the store and do your own little fun thing.
Yeah, it wasn't anything that was extra special, right? So the thing is, I just want to make sure that we're eating as much food as we possibly can. But right now, we're gonna make our way over to Blizzard Beach, and we're gonna check out another park.
See what they have for snacks.
Yeah, let's do it. Bus from Disney Springs, went back to our resort. Now we're waiting on the bus to go to Animal Kingdom so we can transfer over to Blizzard Beach. So stay tuned, let's do it. Y'all, guess what? We made it to Blizzard Beach and we went straight for the Lotta Wada, y'all. We went over there and got some food for y'all. The first thing we got is a flatbread, right? It's got chicken, mozzarella cheese, bacon, red onions, tomatoes, some type of white sauce.
And it smells really good.
It smells great. And we got a drink as well. What did we get?
This is the watermelon passion lemonade. I am ready to take a sip of this.
At Lotta Wada. Remember, Lotta Wada Bing Bong, guys. Look, we're at Blizzard Beach and we're excited to be here, guys. We just got here. And the first thing you got in here was the Lotta Wada we saw. We said, you know what? We're not shooting an intro. We're going straight getting some food.
We took off.
All right, so what you got? Because I'm wanting some of that action. What you think?
That's really good. I love watermelon. I love lemonade. This is a perfect combination. It's very refreshing.
That's tart.
But it's good.
It's very good. Okay. Flatbread action, y'all. Oh my lord. I'm just gonna.
Look at the cheese ball.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
Boy, this might want to make you slap your great grandma down to get to it. Here we go. Try action. Oh, that's good. There's like a smokiness in there. You can taste a little bit of the red onion, not overpowering though. Here comes the bacon.
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
It's not too cheesy either. This is a good flip. Look at the undercarriage action. Nice. Oh, y'all, if you can taste this right now.
His face says it all.
Listen,
it's very good.
right now we're trying to do a food comparison. Let you guys know which one's better right now. Typhoon Lagoon, Blizzard Beach. We're probably gonna try a couple items. We tried 2 from over there at Typhoon Lagoon. We got 2 things already here. We might get a 3rd thing here already. Who knows? Yes. But so far so good. This
this is a it seems to be a winner for me so far. So
this is tasty. Look, let's finish this up real quick. We're gonna start walking around. We just got to Blizzard Beach, so we haven't even looked around yet. Let's look around a little bit, show you guys what we find. We might even get another food item before we wrap this thing up. So let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh, y'all, we just got done eating that pizza, and I'm telling you right now, I am so stuffed. But we are not gonna let that hold us back. We're gonna try to get something else here to see if we can try even more food for you guys. And I think that drink, Kayla drank that thing up.
I loved it so much.
It was
I
good.
wish
Very
it was
tart.
more. The
Yep.
only complaint about it is they just give you this cup, this small cup, and I feel like it's a tease, especially when you enjoy something like that. It's never enough because you don't realize how quickly you slurp it down.
This is true. This is true. But look, that pizza is gonna be hard to beat. I'm just throwing it out there. But look, by the end of this video, we're gonna sum both of them up, go over the pros and cons, what we saw from each park. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video. But as of right now,
We still got more to try.
let's do it. As we're walking through so far, I'm getting a lot of the issues of saying this might be more of like a kid's park. There's almost like a winter wonderland feel going around with this, and I think the kids would like Blizzard Beach quite a bit. But let's see what else we can find. We just saw a whole kid area with Elsa and the snowmen and everything. Anna. It was a lot of fun. Look, let's keep chugging along. We got a lot to look at. All right, so we made it through Blizzard Beach. We're going through now. We're headed on our way home. That was a lot of stuff we ended up getting into. I know we had some stuff over there at Typhoon Lagoon as far as food goes, and we had some food and a drink at Blizzard Beach. Now let's go ahead. We're gonna make our way back to the house. We're gonna kind of settle in just a little bit, maybe take some showers, get some cleaned up, and then we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk to you guys about pros and cons of each of those and which one we prefer. All right, y'all, we are now back from our adventures from Typhoon Lagoon, and we've got Blizzard Beach over there, right? So we came home, we took some showers, we just took a nap for a little bit. We're just hanging out for now. We're gonna do a little bit of a closeout. We're gonna let you guys know what we thought of each park, which one we thought may have been better, maybe for you, maybe for kids, maybe the food items that we kind of had. And we'll kind of break it down. Let's start with Typhoon Lagoon because that's the first place we ended up going to. What was your thoughts about Typhoon Lagoon?
So I like Typhoon Lagoon. I feel like Typhoon Lagoon geared more towards adults, older kids, teenagers. I didn't really see a whole lot for little ones. Food there was great. As I was telling Troy, I felt like that Typhoon Lagoon was a little bit crowded for me. I felt like the buildings and the rides were a little more on top of each other. Again, it's a very nice water park. There was tons to do. I could see where you could spend there all day very easily. But I think the most enjoyable thing for me was the food, of course.
Yeah,
So,
Typhoon Lagoon was fun overall, right? I think the food items that we had was those nachos that we had with the beef in there, had guacamole, had some cheese sauce, I believe,
the
on there,
corn.
had the corn, it was really good. We enjoyed that. And then we ended up walking around a little bit more, and then we found a Dole Whip with, it was a cake?
with the vanilla cake and the caramel, which was okay.
Yeah.
It was
a Dole Whip.
It was a Dole Whip.
With some cake in there that got a little mushy because the Dole Whip was on top of the cake, and on the very, very bottom, which we finally found after we stopped recording, was the cherry at the bottom. So we finally found that.
And then the waffle cone, I think, was way too much.
Yeah.
Didn't see the need for that.
It felt like it was just added on, right? Just a cone, a regular sugar cone, all right, with some white chocolate dipping and some stuff that made me choke a little bit.
If I want a sugar cone, I'm going to go to Walmart or Target or whatever and get a box of cones and some ice cream.
Make it easy.
Make it easy.
Yeah. But I did like the fresh pineapple in there. I
that
did like
was
that.
very good.
That was good.
And I did enjoy the caramel. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that extra sweetness.
Yeah.
But again, it was your usual Dole Whip. It was a nice, refreshing treat on a hot day. But it didn't need.
I think it's safe. Yeah, it's safe to say we probably wasn't disappointed in the food options that we had. These are some items that we looked at that were outside of your box of your regular chicken strips, pizza, hamburgers. We try to get something outside of the box, so that's kind of what we found.
And I had looked at the menu several days before this trip to kind of pinpoint, hey, what's something that we don't typically see other people try? Let's try to do something a little out of the box. What's something that appeals to us? Because we are always trying to go outside of our normal palate and try different things. And of course, we've been on the street corn kick lately.
We have.
And when I saw the nachos, I was like, oh, we really need to try those.
Yeah.
Of course, those did not disappoint whatsoever.
Yeah. I agree. I think that the food, like I said, I think the food was just good, right? I don't think it was over there where it's like, oh my gosh, a 20 out of 10 type of rating. It was a good opportunity. And as far as the park goes, like she was saying, I think it's more appealing maybe to the older folk, because even when we saw, and we'll kind of compare the two a little bit as far as like the wave pool, for instance, the one at Typhoon Lagoon, there was a nice big deep in there. I mean, it was a big old tidal wave, and then we went over to the Blizzard Beach, and it was a little smaller, I would say.
It was a lot more mild compared to Typhoon Lagoon, where Typhoon Lagoon was, you have this big wave, and then you got Blizzard Beach, which is not so big. It's easier for the little ones, maybe 9-10-year-olds that aren't ready to go all the way in the deep end yet.
Yeah, and they both had lazy rivers. We both saw lazy rivers. Now, the one at Typhoon Lagoon, I saw the lifeguard was like kind of pacing back and forth quite a bit, checking every single second. He never took a second to take his eyes off of anybody. He was locked on, making sure that everybody was okay. For Blizzard Beach, we did see some people there, but I don't feel like they were as locked in as the ones for Typhoon Lagoon as well. So, and I think it, like you said, maybe more geared for some kids at the Blizzard Beach, because you started seeing some of the snow caps like on the buildings and things, or more of a feel of like winter wonderland, like Christmas.
I got a whole like ski resort type of thing.
Yes, because there was a ski lift too.
It was pretty cool. And what I did enjoy about Blizzard Beach, everything was more spaced out.
Yeah.
I did see more little ones running around.
Yeah.
There was a whole tyke section, which I thought was
that's the one they had
cute.
Olaf, right?
Yes.
It was Olaf, and there was like some snowmen that was almost like melting in the water with like Anna or Elsa or somebody there.
And it was
cool.
cute. There was a little like splash pad, and then there was a sand pit that you had actually pointed out.
we saw that. That was fun.
So it was a whole area that little ones could run and play while parents kind of chill out, but at the same time, you could still keep your kids in your eyesight.
Yeah, and then when we kind of shifted ourselves to Blizzard Beach, that's when we had that food, and we had the flatbread with the chicken and the bacon, the two mozzarella cheese, and then the cheese sauce as well,
and then
we had the watermelon lemonade, right?
So good.
That listen, I haven't had some food as good as what I had in that flatbread in a long time, guys. And look, many of you guys will learn, I had weight loss surgery. I don't eat a lot. She doesn't eat a lot either. But I'm talking about the amount. We eat probably quantities of food, but small amounts of the quantities of food. But this, we finished that flatbread.
It was really
listen,
good.
I was like, hey, you gonna eat that? She's like, no, I'm full. I said, don't worry, I got you. Like, it was that good to me. Like, it was so good. And if I had to say, okay, if we're breaking it down, we've got, let's say our desserts was the Dole Whip and against the watermelon lemonade, and we have the nachos against what was it? The flatbread.
The flatbread.
Listen, my brain. I'm almost 40, guys. But look, if I had to put the two, the flatbread, I think, completely crushed the nachos.
It was really good. The flavors were there. I can actually eat mozzarella.
Yeah.
So when it's something that I can eat, I'm going to indulge in it a little bit more.
And if we had our dessert options, I think the watermelon lemonade beats the Dole Whip.
Absolutely.
So we heard a lot that the food at Typhoon Lagoon was better than Blizzard Beach, but our experience says a little something different.
Right.
So I thought it was fantastic. I think it was hands down Blizzard Beach from what we tried. I think it was by far the winner.
Blizzard Beach was 100% for me.
Yeah.
Again, the watermelon lemonade, I can't talk enough about that. You
Yeah.
had your tartness from the lemonade, and then you had your sweetness from the watermelon and the, I guess it was passion fruit in it.
Yeah.
But it was so good.
It was great. It was great. And so I guess I would say if you have more of a family vacation with the children, I think Blizzard Beach is the way to go. We did see a lot of options like the cheeseburgers and the chicken fingers and things like that.
And then they still had your typical Disney snacks,
Yeah.
the pretzels, the popcorn, the chips,
Yeah.
and Mickey bars.
Yeah, and so I think that overall, if you maybe it's just some adults or you're with older kids, they may like the more modern look of Typhoon Lagoon. If you have more of a children look, maybe the ice caps, the ski lodge type of stuff, atmosphere might be a little bit better for them. But overall, if we had a competition like this video, it's putting up against Typhoon Lagoon versus the beach, right? I've got to give it to Blizzard Beach, right?
Absolutely.
If it's a boxing match, it's a 1-2 punch, bring in the Popeyes, a 2-piece and a biscuit. I think Blizzard Beach got to have, whether it's the food, the atmosphere, and everything else that we saw. I think Blizzard Beach is the way to go if you have, if you want to eat some good food. And if you have a family vacation coming up, I think it wins.
And then, I don't know if you noticed, but they were playing some Christmas songs with kind of like a tropical vibe, which I thought was really cool. And we're big Christmas people.
Yeah.
So when I picked up on that, that made me want to be there even more. So we're not big water people. So but this was a really good experience for us to experience, see what it was all about. We saw where, we absolutely think that our teenagers would love the Typhoon Lagoon more, whereas our 9-year-old and 6-year-old would love Blizzard Beach more, just because it's more appealing to them versus the other.
Yeah, and we don't go out there. We don't do a lot of swimming and stuff. We don't go out there to a lot of water parks. We wanted to have an opportunity on this channel to bring to you guys some more information about these two, because there's a lot of going back and forth. Which one's better? Which one should we go to? If you can only pick one. If it's up to us, it's probably going to be Blizzard Beach for right now, just based on the food options that we had and just kind of the atmosphere, especially if you had kids. But look, guys, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, right? We're still a new channel. We're trying to build a nice community here, but we're trying to bring you guys tons of content about all the parks, all the Disney parks, all the Universal parks, and whether it's with the water parks, whether it's Epic Universe or Dollywood or SeaWorld, it doesn't matter. We're trying to bring you all of the options, so no matter where you're going to take vacation, we definitely have you covered, right? So anything you want to close out with?
We have so many adventures coming up, and we can't wait to share those with you guys. Of course, we are all about the food. Again, that's what this whole channel is for, but we're going to dive into everything else, and we want to really point out what's family friendly and what may help you decide what's more appealing for you and your family.
Exactly.
And then, if you have picky eaters to your wide range of variety eaters who want to eat anything and everything.
Right.
But, we have tons of adventures. We are super excited. We cannot wait to share everything with you guys.
Yep. Yeah.
And this is just awesome.
Yeah. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button again. Smash the subscribe button on the way out. We can't wait to see you guys on the next video. And we'll see you guys next time.